Only our cameras are there as former Baltimore Ravens cheerleader Molly Shattuck arrives at a Delaware courtroom to face charges of sexually abusing a teenage boy. We were first to break this story this morning on WBALTV.com.
Molly Shattuck, the estranged wife of former Constellation Energy CEO Mayo Shattuck, has been indicted in Delaware on charges of performing a sex act on a 15-year-old boy. The 11 News I-team broke the story. Tonight, lead investigative reporter Jane Miller has the exclusive details. She is live in Delaware and was the only reporter to cover Shattuck in court this morning. Jane.
Molly Shattuck is certainly well known in the Baltimore area through many of the things that she does very publicly for her bouncy and bubbly personality. That is not the woman we saw here first thing this morning when she came to court. Ms. Shattuck, may we speak to you? Molly Shattuck refused comment outside Sussex County Court in Delaware this morning as she turned herself in to be arraigned on a 9-count indictment, accusing her of having sex with a 15-year-old boy. One of her lawyers did the talking, what little there was.
This is a difficult situation for everyone involved. Thank you for your time.
Shattuck's accused of starting a relationship with the boy after contacting him on Instagram, then performing a sexual act on him at a beach house in Delaware. She was arraigned in court today in a separate proceeding from the normal docket. A judge ordered her to have no contact with any children except her own. She turned over her passport and put up an $84,000 bank check to be released on bail. According to a court affidavit we reviewed, the first alleged physical contact between Shattuck and the boy, kissing and touching, happened when Shattuck and the boy met at a theater in Columbia, then went to a parking lot and got in the back seat of the car. Almost a half dozen times in July, the document says, Shattuck would pick the boy up from summer school and go to an Owings Mills parking garage. The criminal charges concern what allegedly happened Labor Day weekend in Delaware. Shattuck, her kids, and some of her kids' friends were staying in a rented beach house. The boy stayed over one night. Sometime around 2 a.m. Sunday morning, the document says, they drove to a liquor store, and Shattuck purchased a 12-pack of Miller Lite and a 12-pack of Bud Light for them. The younger kids were left home alone. Once back at the house, Shattuck allegedly performed oral sex on the boy, first outside the home while walking the dog, and again in her bedroom. The boy described the undergarment Shattuck was wearing, the document says, as he entered her bedroom. She allegedly performed oral sex on him and told him if he wanted to have sex, she would. The boy opted out. He decided to leave at that point, the document says. She told him to come back later. He did not go back. His father picked him up the next day. That was the last the boy saw Shattuck. Shattuck's often been the center of attention as the younger woman who married Mayo Shattuck in 1997. The two are now separated and going through a divorce. As the oldest woman to perform as an NFL cheerleader, she made the Ravens squad in 2005. She's a philanthropist and author of Vibrant Living, Her Recipe for Good Health. But in recent weeks, her website, mollyshattuck.com, went down for maintenance, and unwanted attention came to her $2.5 million home in Roland Park. Investigators executed a search warrant here as part of the criminal investigation, looking for, among other things, her cell phone and pink underwear. The affidavit does give detail about how Shattuck and the 15-year-old made their first contact. Allegedly, Shattuck's son made the connection at his mother's request. Reporting live tonight from Sussex County, Delaware, I'm Jane Miller, WBAL TV 11 News.
And Jane, thank you. Well, tonight, some of those involved or impacted by this startling case are talking about it tonight.
Including the school of the alleged victim and prosecutors here in Maryland. 11 News' Kate Amara joins us in the studio with our continuing team coverage. Kate.
That's right. This morning, the headmaster of the McDonough School sent an email to parents acknowledging that the alleged victim is a McDonough student and that the school notified Baltimore County Police about these allegations back in September. One of the Shattuck sons also attends school there. The headmaster wrote in this email, in part, I want you to know that the parent has been prohibited from entering McDonough's campus, and additional security measures have been in place to assure the safety of students since this incident was reported. As for whether Shattuck could face charges here in Maryland, the Baltimore County State's Attorney says, quote, based on the seriousness of the allegations in Delaware, Baltimore County is deferring prosecution at this time. Adding, should additional facts come to light or circumstances change in the case in Delaware, this decision will be revisited. The 11 News I-team first broke this story this morning on WBALTV.com. Stay with us online and on the air for updates on the case. Live in the studio tonight, I'm Kate Amara, WBAL TV 11 News.